Hello, everyone, and welcome back. As always, I'm your girl, Candy Washington, and we are going to have a fun, quick kiki about the latest tea and conspiracy theories about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills before the upcoming explosive, finally here, Aspen episode. But before we dive in, be sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss it when we go live. And also share this with a friend because a kiki is always better with community. Share it with anybody that likes pop culture, Bravo, Real Housewives, anything fun. Just go ahead and share this video. So with that, let's dive in. So, word on the curb is that Bravo is, and their producers are saying it was Kyle's, trying to be a producer behind the scenes. We all know that Kyle has been, annoyingly, if we're being honest, producing all of the scenes and producing all of the storyline with the women. Every time they're together, she's asking questions, she's stirring the pot, she's bringing up old stuff, she's throwing people under the bus. She's just kind of being annoyingly producer like the work is showing she doesn't have her own storyline and she's really just there to stir the pot and to mess things up and to get the girls to fight. We've been seeing that. So allegedly it's been leaked. Shout out to the real Andy of Beverly Hills who had the exclusive for this. Shout out to him. It's been leaked that the producers are saying, the producers are saying it, the assistants are saying it, the people who were around were saying, whatever happens in Aspen when Kathy blows up, it was basically because they kept poking her and poking her and poking her and poking her until she ultimately snapped. And I totally get that. I totally get when you have a group of girls, particularly people who are like Kyle and Dorit and Erica and Rinna and Diana, because I think that they were all in on it, poking you and jabbing you and doing subliminals. And you're just tired of it. Like, honestly, if I had to be around Kyle and these women, I would pop and snap on them too. But I'm going to tell you why I think certain things. The first is, do I think that Kathy did this whole racist, homophobic rant? No, I don't think that's true. I don't think it's true. Even though, according to the leaked information, they're like, oh, it's not going to be a good for the aftermath for Kathy. It's not going to be a good week for her because we got more footage than, anyone knows. There's more footage from the Aspen trip. Right. But they said aftermath. So basically what I think they're saying is a lot of the girls are probably talking a lot of stuff about Kathy, and it's going to be hard for her to hear everyone talking crap on her. Not so much hard for what she actually said. I think that if she actually said anything that was racist and homophobic, I don't care what Bravo says, it would have been leaked by now. Someone would have leaked it. Someone would have put it out there. It would have shown up somewhere. And it would not have just been Rinna saying this and Erica saying this. There would have been someone else coming out. There would have been footage. There would have been a snap. There would have been an Instagram live. There would have been something. If I think that she really said something that was racist and homophobic. I also don't think that she's been acting like a guilty person who said that stuff. She's doing press. She's hanging out. She's basically just like, I got upset. I said some crazy stuff to my sister and whatever. I apologize. Let's move on from it. She's not acting like, someone who in 2022 is caught on a hot mic saying racist and homophobic things. She's just not operating in that sense. So, time will tell. We'll find out. The new episode lands tomorrow, so we'll find out. But my gut says, Kyle and Dorit and Erica and Diana and Rinna, primarily more so, I would say Kyle, Rinna, and Erica and Dorit more so kind of got together to go against Kathy. And we saw this brewing a couple of episodes ago. To me, it really started with the homeless, toothless charity situation. When I think the faux fraud four saw that Kathy was really, really good friends with Garcelle. She was really getting along with Sutton. She was really getting along with Crystal. She was really on that side. I think that's when they started hatching a plan to get rid of Kathy. I think that they had a plan to annoy her so much, to get under her skin, to irritate her so much that she would quit the show, that she would leave. Therefore, it would weaken the other side. The other side, with like Garcelle and Sutton and Crystal having Kathy is strengthened. So I do think that they wanted to get Kathy out in order to have more power on their side. I also think they wanted Kathy gone because remember how Rinna allegedly was trying to create this whole feud with Kathy so she could actually have a storyline, so she could have something to do, she could have someone to feud with. We all saw how that kind of blew up in her face and never materialized. Patrick Summers came out with everything and all of that stuff. So then Rinna kind of defaulted to just go after Sutton instead. So we've seen this building. We've seen it building. And then once we got to Aspen, they were still kind of being really mean to Kathy, making snide remarks, kind of being rude, putting her in the bunk beds. She took it in stride. She was like, whatever, sure, I'll sleep here. Like, I don't care. Because Kathy Hilton's actually like really cool and down to earth. Like, she's not like pretentious as everybody like claims that she is on the show. Like, we all are like, no, she's actually kind of great. And so she's like, whatever, I'll sleep here. But you could tell that like Erica and Rinna and Kyle had all gotten together to sort of conspire to put her in the shittiest room and to really kind of be mean to her and kind of throw her under the bus during that time, which I thought was really shitty. Like, that's your sister and she's way older than you. Like, just shitty all around. Like, you're just a bad sister doing that. It's mean. So I think we're going to see more of Kyle producing and Kyle pushing. And we've even seen that. Like, anytime, Kathy would say something to Kyle, she'd be like, no, like, this is important. Like, why are you saying this? Like, why is she getting upset? Like, what is going on? Like, just being weird Kyle, how she is, and sort of snapping at Kathy. And so we've seen that. We've seen the tension. We've seen the girls, not be on Kathy's side because she's really hanging out with Garcelle and Sutton and Crystal. We've seen it. So my prediction is Kyle was pushing and pushing. Rinna was probably pushing and pushing. Erica was probably pushing and pushing. Docile Dorit probably said something too. And Kathy just popped off and snapped. And maybe she said something rude about, Kyle. Maybe she said something rude about, Mauricio and the kids or something like that. I'm not excusing any of that, but I'm also kind of like, that's family business. That just happens to be caught on TV. If you get what I'm saying. If it is true that she said something racist and homophobic, I would be shocked. I would be really, really shocked. And I really hope I'm not shocked. I really hope I'm right. I really think that the biggest aftermath is going to be all of the ladies talking and gossiping. I also think that this is a sign that Kyle is falling out of favor with Bravo. I mean, we already know that Rinna is completely out of favor. We know Erica's out of favor. We know Diana's out of favor. Whether or not Bravo will fire all three of them, that remains to be seen. We'll see what happens at the reunion and afterwards. But this is kind of the first time that we're seeing that Kyle is falling out of favor with Bravo. Because allegedly this came from, a producer at Bravo or, an assistant production person or like an assistant or somebody close to it kind of leaked this. And this is really throwing Kyle under the bus. This is really saying whatever happened in Aspen, whatever. The only reason why Kathy snapped was because of Kyle. And they're trying to get that narrative out. They're trying to get that story out of it is Kyle's fault. So that is a huge sign that Kyle is falling out of favor with Bravo. Up until now, we all just kind of assumed by default that Kyle would be safe, right? That she could always come back to Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. She's the OG. But as we've seen, they've gotten rid of Vicky. They've gotten rid of Tamara. They've gotten rid of Nene. They've gotten rid of a lot of OGs. So who knows? I think this is a huge sign, though, that Kyle really is falling out of favor with Bravo. Maybe there's something else going on behind the scenes that we don't know about yet. But I want to know what you guys think. So put it in the chat box below. First, like the video, then subscribe, and then comment below and let me know. Do you really think that Kyle was the reason behind Kathy's blow-up? Do you think that she was poking and poking and poking until Kathy, like all of us, just popped off because her annoying little sister was all in her face. You see what I'm saying? So let me know what you think down below. Let me know, do you think she was being shady, putting her in the bunk beds? Do you think that, Dorit and Erica and Rinna were all in on it together? Do you think Aspen is going to be this bombshell that it's claiming to be, or is it going to be one big nothing burger? Put it below and let me know. And also subscribe, like, and share, because a kiki is always better with community. Check out the description box below. You can do super thanks. You can grab some merch. You can get the podcast and some freebies. So go ahead and treat yourself and check out the description box below as well. And with that, enjoy your night. I love you guys. Take care of yourself and each other. Bye.
Welcome to Sugar Pills, a practical guide to self-care, where your host, writer, actor, and producer Candy Washington helps you live a more joyful life with a cheeky dash of pop culture news. Be sure to subscribe, leave a 5-star review, and join the conversation on Instagram @Candy Washington. Let's go.